Hello, welcome to HCCTV Student Lounge. This is a show done by HCC students for HCC students to give our opinion, entertainment, news, and what's going on in our school. My name is Kyra Aragon. How are you, Carolina?
Hi, Kaio. I'm fine, thank you. We are also joined today by Benjamin, Josh, and Eric, and we will also be joined by our guest, Christina Leen, who is here to talk about her artistic career. But first, let's move into our top 3 news of the week. Now, as the number of Houston area coronavirus cases increase, the Texas Medical Association created a chart that shows what activities put you and your family at risk of exposure during the pandemic. At the highest risk, in a scale of 1 to 10, we have going to a bar, going to movie theaters, or working out at a gym. And at the lowest risk, we have opening the mail, getting restaurant takeout, or pumping gasoline. There are several more that you can take a look at the chart from the Texas Medical Association. Now here we have a complete list of the 2020 pet holidays, including cat days and companion animal days. Some are the World Cat Day, Hug Your Cat Day, World International Cat Day, and many more. Now let's begin our first topic. Since we're talking about celebrating our Pets Day, let's see what our team thinks about cats versus dogs. Also, please tell us which one do you prefer to have as a pet and why? Kaio, do you like cats or dogs?
I really like dogs. You know, even though the one that I have, he's really mean. He's right here right now. It's just a mask, Halloween mask. But I love dogs, and I wish I could have one. The reason why I don't have it's because it's so expensive. And since I'm a student, you know, and I need to pay for tuition and pay for other things, you know, I cannot afford a dog because the vet bills are so expensive. And, you know, if something happened to them, the food and all that. I've had experience with cats. I think some cats are really, really interesting. Hey, they have their own personality, but at the same time, like sometimes they can be really mean to you. So I think I would go, like, if I could have an animal, it would definitely be a dog. And nothing against cats, as long as it's not my cat, you know. But I'd like to hear what Benjamin has to say about it.
So as you can see here in my background, that's my dog Harvey. So you already know what I'm gonna choose. I side with dogs. I feel like it's true. It's man's best friend. They're really loyal. They stick with you. And the other day I heard a fact of something that they do. It's a little crazy. It made me a little sentimental how they are and show you how they love you. But like I mean, I've always been curious. Well, I love animals in general, but I've always wanted to be curious and like see if I get a cat. The only thing about cats though, I'm allergic to them. So that's the only thing why I don't have one. So it's sad. Maybe I'll get a Sphinx cat, which is one of those hairless cats. Maybe that won't give me the allergic reaction that I have with them. But for right now, I'm gonna stick to dogs. So let's see what Josh. Josh, do you have any pets at home, or do you side with dogs, cats, or anything?
No, I don't have any pets. I actually hate household animals in general.
Nothing at all? Not even birds? Nothing?
No. Birds belong in the wild, but I don't know. Dogs are ugly. They smell. They are too much of a pain to take care of. Like, I don't trust anyone in this room to take care of my child. I wouldn't trust any of you with an animal, if I'm being honest with you.
But you haven't actually pet any animal, so you don't have the experience?
I mean, I've been around enough animals to have my own opinion formed. Like, I've been scared of dogs my whole life, but that doesn't mean I don't hate them either.
Okay, that's a good reason. Yeah, well, I was doubting, but I agree with Kaio. Cats are rare because you don't know what to expect from them. They're very cute. My sister just got a kitty. He's really, really small, but I don't even like to get close to them because they scratch them even if they don't want. Like, if they just hold them, they're gonna scratch you. So I'd rather have dogs. They're more kind. I don't know. That's what I think.
Josh is an interesting person. But I mean, I love animals itself. I just want to keep them, you know, and eventually when I have a house, and that's the problem too, I live in an apartment. I want to have a house where I have enough room to have a dog so he can run in the backyard. And I like big dogs too, you know, like nothing against small dogs, but I like big dogs, you know. And think they're cute. You know, they love to cuddle. Some cats are really weird when you try to pet them. They just scratch you, or I don't know if they think you're playing with them. I don't know what's the deal. But my words, dogs for sure.
Well, it's good that we have all our sides on this. They don't win. Not cats win over dogs, so that's fine. But since we're talking about animals, Kayo, do you want to introduce us to our guest for today?
For sure. I'm really excited to talk to her. So we have Christina Lee. I actually met her through HCC. I went to shoot a package about the art gallery, and they were having a competition. She actually won first prize for a painting that really kept my eyes. It was from the Amazon fires that I had in Brazil. And I thought it was really interesting because I never thought that someone here would, be so thoughtful to actually do a painting about it. And it was beautiful. Like, I was the whole time just, wow, like she did an amazing job. She actually had the painting with her right now that I saw. And I would like to show that first since we were talking about. Hi, Christina, how are you today? Can you show the painting for us?
Absolutely. It's kind of big. So here's the painting.
Wow, yeah, it's beautiful. I'll make sure to show here some B-roll so y'all can see the details.
But yeah, I did that about the Amazon fires, and it was something really special to me. I'm not very great at painting humans, so this was an awesome challenge for me. And I'm like, that's the only way you get better as an artist is if you paint stuff that's out of your comfort level.
Well, let's go back a little bit to the topic that we were talking. We're gonna then tell a little bit of the story, how to get in arts. But so since we had the debate, what's your favorite, cats or dogs?
I love both of them personally. I'm a pet artist, so I don't really have a bias. My cat's awesome. She's kind of a little picky sometimes, and she wants to be loved on her terms, in which my dog is like, love me all the time. I'm gonna come get in your lap even though I'm 70 pounds. And I love them. My dog, before all the COVID stuff, he was a service dog, and I took him into the hospitals and the nursing homes and saw patients and that type of thing to provide animal therapy to them.
Oh, that's really sweet. So
Yeah.
you're really into dogs, of course, you can see by all the paintings that's behind you. But I also want to talk about that you actually did a project in which you're painting dog shelters, right? Dogs from shelters, and you
Yes.
actually putting in the money. So tell me a little bit about this project.
Usually when I don't have the picture, I did actually a cat last time. But what I do is I reach out to the shelters and I ask them, hey, which animal is having the hardest time getting adopted? And I say, send me a picture, and they'll send me the picture. Last one was this cat, and she was like 630 days at the shelter, something super crazy. And I painted the picture of the cat. First art show I took it to, it sold. And I went and donated that money towards that cat. And a month later, the cat got adopted because they saw the picture at the art show.
Wow, that's so sweet. So,
Yes.
and it's just like one of the reasons why I really wanted you to be here first, to talk about your work, but also to show the message that you're trying to achieve with your work. And I think that's something wonderful, especially today. We know there's a lot of dogs and cats in shelters,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them, unfortunately can get killed if they don't get adopted. So it's something really sad, and I'm glad there's people like you out there trying to make the change, and that's really sweet of you.
Thank you.
So let's now talk a little bit about your career. So how did you get into arts? Did you start like as a hobby? You wanted to be an artist? So tell me a little bit about that.
It started out as a hobby, and my dad always told me for years, you should sell your art, you should sell your art. And I never pursued it until last year. I got into a really good art show, and I was like, wow, okay, I can do this. I actually, when you saw me at HCC in my little art show, I took that class to get into the art show, the big festival. But halfway through the class, they accepted me in, and it turns out that I really didn't even need the class. So, but I started out as a young little kid, and I just started painting, and then now last year I made a business out of it.
Wow, that's awesome. So
Mhm.
I think, it's talent because I've seen your work and, you literally won first prize and there was a lot of great artwork in there.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's a combination of talent and also bring up a good point, a good subject for the painting itself and the details, everything in it was really amazing. And, I took photos of it. I have on my phone because for me it was, and you definitely deserve first place for that.
Thank you.
But in that note, I know that you're actually studying business, right? So why did you
Yes.
pick that?
I picked business because I want to study marketing because you can have the best products in the world, and if no one sees them or the best art, then it's not going to sell or it's not going to become popular. And that's across anything. So, I mean, I don't necessarily believe you need to go to art school to become an artist. It should come naturally. You just practice it. It's just like anything. If you want to be good at anything, you practice. But a learned skill set of knowing how to market your own business is what I'm ideally after.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that in that respect. I actually graduated in business first to then go to filmmaking, but I was actually gonna get go to U of H, go to university and get a bachelor's degree in business. But I felt like I wanted to do really photography and video, and that's what I'm graduating now at HCC. But I did take some business class, and that definitely helped me to make better choices when it comes to my own business, how to sell my work, how to sell my service. And that's what you said. It doesn't matter if you're great at something, but if you don't know how to sell it, you're not going to get any business, and I think that those are the fundamentals. And I think everybody needs to know that no matter what field are you in, you got to know how to sell, right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about your career in arts. So have you done any exposition outside of HCC? What projects have you worked on? Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, I'm a Bayou City Art Festival artist. It's a very hard competition to get into. It's one of the nation's best art festivals. I think last year 3,000 people applied, only 300 people got in. If you ever like art, I definitely recommend going to that one because it's one of the best festivals. I've been in probably 5 to 10 different little festivals. Yeah.
Okay, and that happens when usually?
There's a spring one and there's a fall one. It's in October time. I didn't look up the exact date, but if you just search Bayou City Art Festival, it's the first thing that comes up.
Perfect. Well, hopefully they're not going to cancel, right? Because the way
I know. Crossing my fingers.
Yeah, I would love to see you there.
Right on.
So since you were talking about career and choices, if someone comes to you today and asks you, oh, I want to be an artist, what would you recommend them?
Practice. Practice. Make goals for yourself and don't be afraid to get outside your comfort level. And you don't want to repeat the same thing that people have already done. You want to do something different because that's what's going to get you recognized. And it's just, all it is practice and being lucky and being at the right place at the right time, the right person seeing your art. That's all it takes to become one day famous is, hey, I saw your piece at this collector in New York. I want your piece too. And then from there, bam, it's taken off.
Well, yeah, those are great tips. Thank you so much. But before you leave, do you have any website or Instagram or social media that you like to share so people can take a look on your work?
Absolutely. My Instagram is Christina Leen, Leen, art. And it's just my name and then art at the end. So
you guys make sure to check her out, like all her photos, because she does a great job. And she actually does personalized. So if you have a dog, if you have a cat, or if you have any animal that you like to be painted, reach out to her too. It's amazing work. And I definitely recommend. She has a great message behind that. So that's really valuable too. So now let's move on to the next topic. Carolina, what's going on now?
Well, we also cover fun things to do, right, Kaio? So what shows are out that you want to talk to us about?
So I would like to talk about the 72 Kilos Animals. It's on Netflix and it's a great show, especially if you're in bed and you really want to fall asleep. I'm not saying it gets you to fall asleep, but it's really relaxing because the animals are cute, and it's just a voice narrating, and it's like it's a little funny, so sometimes when you're like going to bed and you watch that, you dream of like some cute animals. It's really fun. I would definitely recommend, especially if you have trouble to find something good on Netflix. For example, I cannot watch anything that's like scary or action because I get too excited, and it's really hard for me to fall asleep. So something like that's perfect, because I get chill, calm, and I go straight to bed. But I'd like to hear what Benjamin has to say.
Yeah, so on the topic of pets, let's see. I want to recommend The Call of the Wild. I saw it earlier this year before the COVID stuff. So that movie came out like literally before we all were put on lockdown and movie theaters shut it down. I saw it at the drive-in theater out in Hockley. And it stars Harrison Ford. And the film follows a dog named Buck as he's stolen from his home. And it just starts there from his journey, and basically how he gets to the call of the wild, how he gets caught by the wild, and he just, he's always wanted to be this dog who achieves things, and it's a great movie. I mean, if you have the chance to take a look at it, go ahead. And it didn't make that much money in the movies because of what happened, but if you can go ahead and purchase it online to help them out a little bit, that would be great.
What about you, Eric? Do you have anything that you'd like to recommend us today?
Yes, Kyle. There's a very old movie called Homeward Bound. It came out in 1993. I was too young when it came out, but I saw it years later. But Homeward Bound is about 3 pets that get lost after their owners go on vacation. And they all kind of get together and are worried about missing their owners. So they kind of venture out and try to look for their owners, and they get lost out in the outback or the wilderness of California, and they got to figure out how to get back home to their owners. It was rated PG. It's a very much of a kid movie. It's kind of cutesy and everything. The animals kind of talk to one another through like a telepathic kind of thing going on. But it's a very good movie. I think that everyone would like it. It's a movie for the whole entire family. So again, it's called Homeward Bound. Came out in '93. And I think that everyone should get them check it out. So back to you, Kyle.
Perfect, Eric. Thank you so much. So guys, before y'all leave, we decided today, instead of posting the funny video, we're actually going to be sharing the animal faces of HCCTV. So stick to the end because we have really cute animals, including a turtle. So make sure you stay to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Well, don't forget to send us all your opinion, and also send topics that you would like to discuss, or even if you want to be a guest like Christina Leen. And please don't forget to go like her work of art and help this very amazing cause. Now we'll see you on the next time on the Student Lounge. Bye.